But to have them be the teachers, to have them be the experts, and then and it was amazing because I didn't know these kids. I didn't have these, I mean, a lot of times I would just send an email invitation, a Zoom invitation to this kid in California, and then we'd, connect, and I have maybe 40 minutes, 30 minutes with this kid, and just how they opened up and talked. It was really special.
That must have been sort of an interesting way to write a book, right? Because you're just kind of sitting back and listening a lot.
Yeah, and having them be like I say, having them be the teachers, and I think, I mean, not to brag, but
just go ahead and brag.
one of the things, like, and I think I get this from my mom, because she was good at bringing other people out. People would come to our house, and she wasn't the storyteller, but she could make the other people be the storyteller. Not make them, but I mean, create the receptivity. And I almost felt that I was maybe channeling my mom a little bit, like, and like I was trying to treat these kids like they were really special, like writers on a New England stage. I want to know your story. I want to know, like, you wrote this novel. Some of these kids would write do the November novel writing. So they would have written like a 20,000, 30,000 words in November. And I said, well, how did you keep it up? How did you do it? And then my favorite question was, and I'd preface it by saying, this is kind of a weird question, but if it sounds too weird, just don't answer it. And I said, imagine yourself writing, and if I could go inside your head, what would I see? What would be going on? And then pause, because I don't think they'd ever been quite asked that question before.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they might say, like, it's like I'm watching this movie, but I'm not just watching the movie. I'm also making the movie and deciding what happens in the movie. So it's this kind of double, so they'd find some kind of metaphor. And this other girl says, you're inside my head. You'd just be crushed by the flow of ideas.
That's a good one.
Just be in her head, and, so that was so it's more. I mean, I've done interviewing before, obviously, but I think this book relied on the interviews as the central, I guess, teaching tool. And so, and how teachers react to that, whether they'd rather have something more systematic, like me, like kind of laying out how to teach fiction. But I mean, I think if they stay with it, they'll learn from these kids how to do it.